What's up, YouTube? What's up, Mackies and Maniacs? Uh, Shout out to you all. Hope everybody's doing well today. It's crazy how last night somebody asked about this book behind me, West by West, about Jerry West. And then I wake up in the morning with the bad news that Jerry West has passed. Man, that's crazy. Somebody just asked about dude, man. Asked about the book, and I mentioned dude. Crazy, man, how things happen, man. Tony Moore, what you doing up so late, homeboy? Kind of shocked you still up. Western Ave, Easty Crip, James Cash, Dragon Low, what it do? The first to show up tonight. Appreciate y'all. Uh, Not to get off into the sports thing, but if I may for a moment, them Dallas Mavericks, baby. Them Dallas Mavericks. S Gang, what up? Robert Allison, Chips Juice and Money. Michelle, how you doing tonight, Michelle? Let's see. For those that follow me on Instagram, you already seen this picture. For those that don't follow me on Instagram, it's a good chance you have not seen this picture. The great Jerry West, rest in peace, man. We took this picture in 2015. 2015, he was at Buffalo Wild Wings on Crenshaw Boulevard. He's actually a personal friend of my uncle. My uncle used to be high up in Nestle, formerly known as Carnation. I don't know the exact job title, but he used to go out in the field. He used to do speaking engagements at HBCUs. And so he was always catering to the black community and to the sports community. So he had a lot of good friends that played NBA basketball and still does to this day. But he's in a whole different league, so you don't see me hanging out with him. But he's the one who hooked me up with not only this event, but meeting Jerry and have a conversation with Jerry. I was going to do a story on it, but I said, you know what? I'm not going to do that. Because some people can't fathom that I actually met Jerry and actually had some good conversations with Jerry. So, and you know what? For those that bought the book Sprung, that picture ain't nothing new. That picture was in the book Sprung. So, yeah, man. Rest in peace to the logo, man. Mr. Clutch. He's the type of guy I talk about in the big game, coming through, making shots. Unlike Kyrie Irving, unlike Jason Tatum, but Tatum did good tonight. He had a quiet, good game tonight. I got Jerry West rookie card. I might have to sell out. Sadly, this is the best time to sell. Man, for real. Excuse me 1 second. I got to sneeze. Damn. Let me make sure I blow my nose. Ah, boy, yeah. Man, that's big. You got a Jerry West rookie card. Hey, how y'all like the camera? Remember, I just told you yesterday I lightened it up. So it's pretty light. I like it better like this. Or maybe it's the gold or something. Oh, it's because the light ain't on. If I turn the light on, it's going to mess everything up. No, it's still pretty good, huh? Yeah, it is darker. Light makes me darker. But yeah. I think the camera picks up the illumination. KID decent tonight. KI? Kyrie decent tonight? I mean, if you call Lawson decent, I mean, I ain't mad at you. RJ88, what up, homeboy? Yeah, the Cadillac after dark light. The light should only come on when the Dodgers win. It should stay off when the Dodgers don't win, right? 9 day went up. You collect cars, Cadillac. Uh, Being the degenerate gambler I am, and being the guy that always bought cars and had so many cars, I would give my cards away. I would give grocery bags of cards away. At one point, my nephew born in probably about 1978, 1979, he was playing with matches. You know, your parents always tell you don't play with matches. He was over to our house and he was in our garage and he started a fire. And caught the garage caught on fire. So he burnt up the remaining baseball cards that I had from childhood. Burnt up some pictures too that I had. A lot of gang pictures when I was a kid. And over the years, I started collecting here and there. You know, being a gambler and a sports fan, I would pick up this card and that card, this card and that card. But same thing you just said, man. Over the years, I done sold out. I done sold out about maybe 2 years ago. About 2 years ago and 1 year ago, I done damn near got rid of every baseball card I had. So basically, I have about a stack of cards about this high left, man. Some good ones, but the ones that was really worth money, they gone. They long gone. I met Jerry West 22 years ago at USC. I felt like a midget. He only 6'2", dog. How tall are you? I mean, it looked like he's skying over me, but he's only 6'2". I actually look tall in that picture, and he looks taller than me, right? No Rod Carew, no. Back in the day, of course, I had all kind of Rod Carews back in the day. Salute to you, Kev. Great evening. Same to you, Lil Rick. Same to you, my brother. Same to you. So, surprised y'all didn't ask what was Jerry West talking about. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all what the Mr. West was talking about. Mind you, when did I say I met him? 2015. Though he was friends with my uncle for decades. So in 2015, who got drafted in the NBA in 2015? Russell, Cat, right? So that was and then so he talked about those two guys. He said Cat should be a beast in the NBA. Cat Williams, I mean, not Cat Williams. Karl Anthony Towns was a great pick. He thought Russell was cool, but he didn't think Russell would develop. He's seen some mental issues and work ethic with Russell to where he thought Cat would be an NBA star. I think he said in about 3 years, 2 or 3 years, I think he said. He said Angelo has a lot of potential, but he wouldn't reach his full potential. But the basis of the conversation, besides the NBA draft, was actually Steph Curry. So a lot of the things you guys hear me say, I actually know from Jerry West or had these conversations with Jerry West. And believe it or not, these conversations wasn't so great about Curry. He was not a Curry fan. He was not a Steph Curry fan. He said Curry had no handles. So he had to get somebody to teach him how, he got his own guy to teach him how to do handwork and all that. He said he was a great shooter. Said he was a great shooter. He said he had no defense. Said he was absolute poor defense. Couldn't stop nobody. But he liked his work ethic. He liked the fact that he wanted to improve. But he said Steph had to work harder than everybody and do more drills on purpose. He said they actually made Steph work harder because they knew Steph didn't have it. All he had was that shot, according to Mr. West, rest in peace. So he was telling me some other things I don't remember specifically, and I don't really talk to my uncle, so I don't want to call my uncle and say, "Hey man, what was Jerry telling us about Curry?" But there were some other things going on. Certain people in the front office wasn't too happy with Curry initially. Well, at least in 2015, and so it was a lot of conversation about Curry. Uh, he thought that the Lakers probably wouldn't do too well from then on. He thought Kobe. He thought Kobe was great. He thought Kobe was great. He actually defended Kobe for being selfish because my uncle can't stand Kobe. My uncle, when he heard him talking about Steph, he throw in Kobe, hoping to hear some negative about Kobe. But he was like, man, Kobe was a beast, man. Like Kobe was always working out, and he said Kobe was a student of the game. He said Kobe studied other players, and he loved his work ethic. So yeah, man, rest in peace, Jerry. It was great having conversations with you, man. And so that's why I put that picture in the book. He's a legend in the game, and it was one of my highlights as far as meeting any individual that's living today. Unfortunately, he died today. Sam Williams, what up? He said Kobe looked up to Jerry. You know what? Jerry was also talking about how it was being a white boy growing up in West Virginia. It was actually kind of funny. It was. I didn't view none of it as racist. If it was racist, I guess you have to say he was pro-black. But he didn't really get to grow up playing with a lot of black people, man. And the black people didn't think Jerry was that good. So kind of like myself and maybe some of y'all, you go to a pickup game and dudes don't want you because they don't know you or they don't think you're that good. But Jerry said he worked hard. I think his dad was in the coal mine or something like that. I mean, I got the book. I just haven't read the book since 2015, so I don't really remember. But, it just tripped me out, man. How somebody asked about him and then he dies. I actually showed the book and his autograph in the book. So I know I know one guy on Instagram thought the picture was photoshopped. He thought it was fake. If you know me, man, I ain't with that fake shit. If I do anything fake, I'm gonna tell you it's a joke. Second of all, nigga, what did I do? Sign the book too? uh, Jerry seemed to understand, brother. He did. He did. He really did. Jerry, deep down, he probably wanted to be black. Or the flip side, probably many a days he sat at home and said, man, them brothers ain't shit. Them brothers, who them brothers think they are? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they think everything. Man, that's crazy. But dude is from 60s. That's the part that killed me. Nigga didn't have to try to put me on blast publicly. He could have hit me in a DM, you know what I'm saying? But that's how homies do. That's how black people do. I actually was going to come on here and talk about why black people will never prosper until we all come together, which will probably never happen. But I didn't want to be too negative. I didn't want to be too pessimistic about our people. But to be a homeboy and know a nigga ain't fake, know a nigga don't do fake shit, and you want to try to put me on blast in public, I thought was distasteful. Uh, and if he really felt like it was Photoshop, cool. Like I said, could have got at me first. But it's all good. He erased his comments after hours. I guess after hours went by of studying the photo or nobody agreed with him, he might have had a change of heart, you know. But yeah, man, we some cold individuals toward our own friends and our own people. I don't know who the hell gonna lead us, man. I don't know who can lead us. Maybe one of these guys on YouTube gonna lead us one day. They seem to have all the answers. YouTube guys are like the hardest, toughest, most loyal, non-snitching, uh, very accurate with their politics, right? So maybe somebody on YouTube, who knows? Or maybe one of these rappers on YouTube that think they got it figured out. You know I'm joking, right? But I don't know who's gonna lead us, bro. Reginald, what up? Seen old footage of Jerry West in West Virginia. He was definitely a cold basketball player. Absolutely. Rest in peace to Logo. One of two jerseys I have. The other, Lakers Sunday home, white Kobe 24. You know, I always wanted a Jerry West jersey. Never bought one though. Fatburger was fire, Tony Moore. I ain't gonna lie. I thought about it all day today. I thought about that burger all day today, man. But it's good to spread it out so it still tastes good, right? You eat it too much, it won't taste as good. What's sad is Obama could have been that dude. He was on some other stuff though. That blue Laker West goes hard. I got a blue Lakers. Either it's a Kobe or it's a just a Lakers old school Minneapolis jersey. I think it may be Kobe, may not be Kobe. I'm not sure. Hey brother, they say it's not a sweep when you win 4 games, homie. Let me get your sports knowledge up, homie. When you win 3 games, it's a sweep. When you lose 4 games, it's a mopping. You get mollywop. You get 3 is a sweep, 4 is a mollywop. 4 is you got mopped up, homie. Was that Sloss and Bruce on the video with Raymond Washington's son at 6-0 Hood Day? Oh, I don't have no idea, my brother. I didn't even know Raymond Washington's son was at the Hood Day. He must have went with Ron, his cousin. I don't know who was with him. I'd be surprised if it was Sloss and Bruce. But again, I didn't see it, so I don't know. Man, Jack in the Box ain't no good place, Tony Moore. Only good thing about Jack in the Box, I guess you got the curly fries and you got the cheap two tacos. Them cheap two tacos gotta be killing us because they too cheap. They don't sell nothing that cheap. Yeah, Bubba Loke made a video too. Yeah, I didn't see Bubba Loke's video either, man. True, because if Dallas win the next, then loses the 5th game, it's called a gentleman's sweep. Like, subscription, share, super chat, cat. Yeah, man. YouTube got dudes in other hoods. Business is crazy. That was a cardinal sin before social media. Dudes need to use their platform better, like how you never indulge in that, kid. I've been very vocal about that, and I think other YouTubers picked up on it. I know Bam picked up on it. I know Cartoon picked up on it. I think Baby Gangster understands. If you put a guy out there, if you go meddling in somebody's business, that person has every right to respond in whichever way they wish. They can respond nicely, they can respond in an angry way or a personal way, or they could do like I do some of the time. I just ignore it totally. Some people and some things that said don't deserve a response. All that does is make it worse. Or allow the person to get their clout up because now you're mentioning their name and their channel. But some dudes are so booty. They channels are so garbage. And you can tell by a person's demeanor that they so weak. You want to say their name in their channel. So anybody that's watching their shit should feel like an imbecile for even participating and associating with busters like that. So every now and then I will call out a name in a channel, even though people say, oh man, don't give them that credit, don't give them that spotlight. Now give it to them because if you fools go watch it, you're the fool. But some guys, are out there really trying to get their numbers up. To me, if they engage in that type of attack for numbers or clouts or views or subscription, I say you just avoid it, man. Let them find their way, let them figure it out, and let them create a lane in which best suits them. But yeah, man, what it do though, y'all? No, Big Cappuccino, not Sloss and Bruce. Yeah, Cappuccino was there. I seen a picture with Cappuccino and my brother and a couple of my closest homies, all in one picture. There's some real goofy platforms out there. They can't even compose themselves like adults. They got that high school mentality. Hey, that's another thing, man. I'll speak up for those with the high school mentality. We learn this shit. We learn this shit as preteens and teenagers. And it came from teenagers. It came from dudes 15 and a half years old. So that's what you learn. That's you learn the gang bang, you learn how to get your cripping on, and you end up getting stuck in that mindset because you start going to juvenile hall, you start going to YA, then you end up in prison. What the fuck did you learn? You're not there with your mom and daddy to get their teachings, or your older brother or other siblings, or your close homeboys that actually made a left turn for the better. So you don't grow up in your mind. Plus, I know a lot of brothers don't want to admit it, but a lot of us men out of Southern California, we really don't grow up till we hit our 30s. That's why a lot of dudes ain't retiring early on. They not retired at 45 because they haven't found a career until after they went to the military or after they did 4 or 5 years in prison. So dudes are retiring later on in life, and that's why we're not buying houses like our parents did. All our parents had houses for the most part, and you don't see that no more. It's not a lot of us have. I don't have a lot of homeboys that have a house. You feel me? The ones that do have a house ain't about to invite your ass over. They don't even want you to know where they live at. They let two or three bitches know where they live at, or whoever they selling drugs would live at. But they don't let the average homeboy know where they live at. Worried about you gonna rob them or tell on them. I'm telling you, man, we messed up, dog. We just don't talk about it. It's just like the reason why you don't talk about religion, because people don't want to hear the truth about their religion. You dispel the myths that they learn. You put cracks in their beliefs, right? Same with politics. Politics is so hypocritical. But when you start telling people about the politics they believe in, the policies and the facts about their party, they don't want to hear it. That's the same shit that goes on in the black community. Black men don't want to hear shit about black men. Why, nigga, TF is it to you? What the hell's going on now? I got you, Kev, and I wasn't even talking about the gang related challenges, people in general. Well, that's all I watch, so I don't know about people in general. But yeah, I feel you. The same still applies, though. It don't change. Keeping it real, the elders told a lot of us. Some just chose to follow homies in the streets. Go get that free land in Maryland. I'm cool, homie. I'm cool. I'm straight. But I always say, my mom and my daddy gave me great advice. I just chose to pick and choose which advice I follow. I still remember all the good things they told me. That's what helped me transition in life and helped me to do better things in life, not dwell in the evilness of the streets. Cuz asking about shit that don't concern who? I ain't see what's his name. Kev, did you know PC, rest in peace, from 5'8" was a cold gun? PC. I don't know by the name PC. I may have known him, but I don't know about PC. Well, man, a lot of us were stubborn, and a lot of us still stubborn. A lot of stubborn people then got caught up in their ego, man. They can't let their ego rest. So their ego stops them a lot. Money bags, what money bags say? I'm glad I ain't seen what money bags was saying, though. Brick Baby was at a function. Is that considered a no show? Let's say this, man. I wasn't there. So was I a no show? Yeah, I was a no show. But what does that actually mean? What does it actually mean? I mean, for different individuals, there may be some meaning behind that. But on the average, I just didn't go. I didn't go because I couldn't make it. Does that make me look any different? So let's just ask me that question about me. We could just ask me about me. You know what I mean? And then you can take it how you want to take it. But Western Ave is right. No need coming in here asking those type of questions about specific individuals. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, man, if y'all come up in here, right? The majority of y'all know me from the live streams. Y'all know my get out. Some of y'all actually know me in person. And my feelings are, don't come in here asking me anything derogatory or looking for a bad response about none of my homeboys or so-called homeboys. Don't do that, because there's other dudes from other gangs on the internet that are not upstanding citizens and are not as stomped down as they pretend to be. You guys just choose not to see their goofiness. You choose not to see their lies. You choose not to give them a bad mark for their reputations. So don't come here with that bullshit. Go over there to some of them channels and ask them